More than 1 month after the onset of violence in southern Kyrgyzstan, up to 500,000 people remain internally displaced in that country. Photographer William Daniels recently returned from a 2-week trip to southern Kyrgyzstan, where he documented the humanitarian situation there.
Well, it was something very moving for me to cover the Kyrgyzstan crisis because I know very well this country. I've traveled to Kyrgyzstan many times for the last 2.5 years, and I really appreciate this country and its people. And when I first reached Osh, it was just 1 week after the event. I was really stunned by what I saw. It was really an impression of war. Many houses were burnt, there were some burnt cars, and even school burnt. There were big SOS written everywhere in streets and walls. Well, it was very impressive. So in this image, these people are part of a family who fled the fighting in Osh. This is in a small village about 10 kilometers from Osh, close to the Uzbek border. They fled the city in hope of crossing the border to Uzbekistan, but unfortunately they couldn't cross, so they spent several days waiting in such houses. And close to the border, there were many houses where a lot of displaced people were living. Especially in this house, I found 200 people. 99% were women and children. 200 people who were staying in this house and waiting for assistance. Also, an house out of Osh where many displaced women are staying, and this woman actually in the middle is crying. She's crying because she's just explained me the story of her house that was burnt, and she doesn't have any news of her husband, so she fears that he might be dead. And the other women are coming from other houses, but they are here for the same reason. They escaped and fled the fighting, violence in Osh, and they're waiting and staying in this house. Again, in this house, more than 150 people were staying there, which creates, of course, a lot of trouble of hygiene and food and water for everyone. So this picture was shot on the referendum day, on the 27th of June, and it was a real moving moment for me because of the vote, many people went to the police station, and at the police station they found a lot of relatives that they haven't seen for 2 weeks. So what struck me compared to other emergency is the cruelty of what happened there. I think now it will take time for the affected population to recover from this. In addition to the death toll and the reality destructed, the psychological consequences are huge.